My name is Alice, and I'm one of the nurses here at Mel Trotter Ministries. What initially brought me to Mel Trotters was when I had been working in the hospitals as a nurse. I had just a desire to want to work with more vulnerable populations. I had been on a lot of mission trips when I was in college, and so I was kind of trying to figure out, what could I do in my own community as far as, being a nurse and being able to care for people who were truly experiencing, poverty. And my old clinical instructor had pointed me in the direction of Mel Trotters. She had been a volunteer here as a nurse, and she was married to Leonard McElveen, who used to work here as one of our pastors. So I just kind of took a jump and got an interview here as a nurse, and it's been 12 years and I just have called this place, just my home in my nursing career. My role here as a nurse is to help run our sobering center for the community. It's a collaborative program where acutely intoxicated individuals will be brought in to sober up. They can be transferred to us from the hospitals directly. GRPD can bring folks to us, or our intake specialist team might identify people who are acutely intoxicated, and we go out and assess them. And if they're too intoxicated to be safe in the mission, then they come into the sobering center. So it's all nurse-led and supported by Network 180 and the hospitals and Mel Trotters. And the nursing team also helps with assessing individuals on a daily basis for basic healthcare needs. We help to run a medical clinic, and we also will answer to any emergency calls that are in-house. So we wear multiple hats in this building, and it's a joy to be able to kind of walk alongside people on their health journeys, helping them to stay on their prescriptions if they need them, helping them understand what appointments are coming up. The medical clinic has been instrumental in that fact, that we get to use a medical record system that the hospitals also use, and that just helps us to know what our guests are doing on a daily basis with their health. And it ultimately, if we can help people stay healthier, they'll be more successful when they get into their housing. Mel Trotter Ministries has impacted my life on so many different levels. Just in my day-to-day conversations with anybody, my family members, the general public, I'm really good at therapeutic communication, and I've really just had a lot of practice with that here, and having to help de-escalate mental health crises, and just being able to be the hands and feet of Jesus. My faith has just been strengthened all these years of being here, and I don't know, I just feel like I'm able to be a better mom. I can remember a time where a guest had come into the sobering center, and I was pregnant with my first child, and he brought in a baby stroller for me. He was intoxicated coming into the sobering center, and that just had a profound impact on me, because the guests are giving back. He knew that I was going to be having a baby, and so I used that baby stroller, cleaned it up, and was able to use it. And just knowing that we're here to help people, but they also want to help us. A time that really influenced me as well would be I had another sobering center guest come in right off the streets. I was pregnant with my first child, and I thought he had these little, just like mittens, just covering his fingers. It was in the dead of winter, like we are now, and but he kind of came up to me and he goes, "Here, give these to your baby." And what they were these little red Elmo socks. Took them home, washed them up, and my son wore those for the first year of his life. I mean, it's just, the guys, they're just great. You know, they love the nurses, and they just want to find little ways, you know, to show that they appreciate us. And in turn, you know, we appreciate getting to build relationships with the people we serve. Mel Trotters has contributed to this community in a very powerful way. I like to consider that this mission is the safety net of the city, and for so many people, I think people, you know, people in the community don't realize that Mel Trotters might be somebody's only option for shelter. It might be just the only bed that they could get in the county, and so, you know, we're kind of in the business of saving lives. You know, if this is the only option they have, we're low barrier, so we try to bring everybody in that we can. You know, Mel Trotters has just been, you know, we have been in the community for so many years, and I think a lot of people don't realize just the vast amount of resources and programs that we have here. I do talk to a lot of, you know, hospital staff that aren't aware of, you know, what goes on in this building. We're not just, you know, helping people with getting a meal or getting a bed. We've got, you know, the medical clinic and different programs where you can, you know, case managers can walk alongside you to, you know, build job training skills and ultimately getting, you know, housing. But we're helping people, you know, grow closer to Jesus, you know, on their journey as well. So it definitely is the safety net of the city for many, many people.